Welcome back to the channel. This video is specially requested by some of my viewers to make a walkthrough video of Truehost platform. Okay, so when you type in the site address truehost.com.ng, this is where it brings you, and if you are on mobile also, this is how it looks on the mobile. Okay, so if you are buying a new service, you can simply scroll down. If it's just a domain you want to buy, you can search from here, and on mobile you can do the same here. But if you are buying hosting, you can scroll down to the web hosting area here, and you will see the packages that are available for web hosting. So we have this 400 naira, 1000, 6000, and so on. So you select the package you want to go for, and then you can proceed from there. You will find other video of this on this channel. Alright, but if you have just bought the domain or hosting from Truehost, and then you need to log into your client area, you simply go to login here, and for mobile, at the top here, these three lines is what you click. Then down here, even though this messaging, this chat is covering it, so you can click on login. So you enter your details, and okay, then you can log in. Now this screen, this happens every time, both on mobile and on the system. So I want to believe probably the customer care or the technical team of Truehost will come across this video and try to fix this, because automatically it's supposed to redirect you to the client area. But nevertheless, every company or organization have their own little challenges, and this is not really a challenge, I suppose. So you this is just a 404 error. So the next thing you have to do here is come to client area if you are on the system, and on mobile, click the three dots again, and then click client area, and this should bring you to this interface where you can see the list of services and domain, and of course if you have an invoice that has been generated, you will find it here. Okay, so having said that, alright, so from there you can click on the service that you want to see, and then you can see the details of that service. Take for instance, let me click on this, here. Okay. Alright, so you can see the details of that package, and you can do pretty much anything from here. Also, if you want to log into your cPanel, you can use this one-click login. This will take you straight to your cPanel, but mind you, you can also type your domain name /cPanel directly without having to log in to this place. To go to your cPanel normally, you should simply type in your domain name /cPanel, and that will take you to the same cPanel. It will bring you to a screen where you have to enter your password and your username, which the hosting company is expected to send to you immediately they confirm your payment. Also, you can use this to go to your file manager, which of course you can access from your cPanel. If you had gone straight without coming here from your cPanel, you can always access your file manager. Okay. Meanwhile, in the event that you do not receive your cPanel login details, probably, or maybe you need to also check your spam folder, but be as it may, if you do not receive the details, you can contact customer support here by clicking on this, and then you select you can click on this sales inquiry, or you can also talk to the technical support. Alright, so that is that. But instead of wasting your time to do this, the best thing or the best way to do this, if you need that, is to come here, come to account, then go to email history. Now under the email history, let's wait for it to load. Okay, so now you will see this cPanel login credential. This is another one. These are for different services. As you saw that I have 2 different services, but immediately you buy domain or hosting, the first thing you are expected to get, once you get your customer invoice and the rest, you will find your cPanel login credentials. So you can view this message and simply copy your details from there, rather than wasting time to contact the customer support. Okay, all right, so that is it. Then for cPanel, I want to believe you are familiar with this, because the cPanel is the same on almost all hosting that have hosting companies that have come across. So the first line here, we have the email, where you can create your email account, and then you can also create forwarders, where you can forward your email, that is your web mail now, say for instance this is Balaji James, or maybe the Uncle B, or whatever your domain name is. Maybe you want to create inquiry at your domain name.com, and you want to forward it to your regular email so that you get notification directly on your Gmail account whenever there is a message. You can do that, and pretty much other things. And like I said earlier, you can also access the file manager right from here. Then the database, the domain, where you can add on domain. It will also interest you to know that on your bronze hosting, the service, the bronze hosting that you have for as low as 400 naira per year, you can host up to 3 domains. So you can say here that add-on domain, I have 0 of 2, I've not used them. So apart from the main domain, you can add 2 other domains. So you can do that here. Meanwhile, I tried to test Truehost to see if truly it is unlimited, or this capacity will be there. But when I have 2 add-on domain added to a particular hosting service of this bronze, I was having some issues. So I wouldn't advise you. Meanwhile, it simply means you yourself, you are just trying to I just did this to test, so that I'll be able to give you feedback. You is actually uncalled for to try to host 3 websites or 3 domain on a simple hosting service of 5,000 naira per year. And again, in my own case, most of those domains also have subdomains. So I had like over 6 websites on that package, and then I began to have some issues. So, but that was just a practical test to see and give you feedback. So that is it basically. And of course, on the software area, you can see WordPress manager and other software that can be installed. So pretty much, then we have the one I've skipped. This is security. Most time when you bought a new hosting package on Truehost, let me go back to services, my services. Most time when you buy a new hosting package, you will discover that the name of the package, where you see the services, you discover that in the front it's red, it's reddish. Yes, this green sign will not be there. This green sign may not be there. It will be reddish and says it's not protected. So you can always come to this security and then go to Let Encrypt SSL. Let Encrypt SSL. So that is where you can do that. And how do you do that? Let's see. Can we just practice that? We simply click on this, and as you can see here, these are the domains that I have here that already have certificates. So if there's anyone down here that does not have, then you can click on issue. And when you click on issue, the only thing you have to do is just click here to include cPanel, webmail, and other thing about that particular domain, and then you click on issue, and in a few seconds it will inform you that the SSL has been installed on that domain, and then your site become secured. Okay, so that is pretty much everything I want to show us on this the Truehost the interface walkthrough. I believe the video has done it has helped you to understand the interface. So if that is if you really get value for this, then please make sure you give a like to the video. It will be very much appreciated. If you are also new to my channel, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you